Hey, church, since we are in the prophets, we are exploring what it means to receive a call from God and what it looks like to step into that. This week, I get a show me interview with Cindy Krall. Cindy leads Rooted Yoga, which is a Christ-centered yoga group. This group has resulted in so much good and has brought ladies closer to Jesus. But let's hear from Cindy to find out more.
My daughter had graduated with a degree in exercise physiology. She said, Mom, I think maybe I'll look into teaching yoga. And so I thought, well, okay, are there Christian yoga options out there? And so I just started going down rabbit holes on behalf of my daughter. And I had found a couple of institutions that I felt really good about, showed them to her. And so we're like, well, let's check it out. Let's do it. And kind of, as they say, the rest is history. But I loved it, gave it some thought, talked to my husband, and never started the journey thinking I would teach. That was never the intention. It was mostly, wow, I feel old and out of shape, and this would be a great goal. That is what it was. And I said, so honey, some people sign up for a marathon. How do you feel about me signing up to get this certification? It'll keep me accountable. I'll learn a lot about it, and I think it would be really good for me. And so it was completely about just trying to take care of myself and finding something that I thought would be beneficial. That's how it kind of started, Rooted Yoga. I guess, it's tempting to say it was an accident, but it really isn't. I got done with the certification. It was a 9-month process, and I got done right when COVID hit. It was a crazy time. It was really crazy. Adult kids had come back home to finish school in our house, or they couldn't even work, so they're coming home. And I taught the kids. We did it together. They liked it. It was beneficial. I have received so much benefit from this, and it felt wrong to not share it. I just prayed about it, talked to my husband about it, and then started to make a couple calls to see if there was even a place to do it. Really did just fall into place. It wasn't anything that I ever felt like I really had to orchestrate. It felt like it just kind of happened. So there is room to come and participate, and there is room to come if you think you're called to teach, because I think there is a huge need out there for it. Probably about 18 months ago, I remember saying, God, it would be so neat if it was laid on someone's heart to also be a yoga faith teacher. Anyway, I started to pray. I'm just like, God, if you think someone else could be doing this, would you just make that happen? And a gal that I'd never met, I don't even know how she heard about it. She lives here in town. She's an RN. She started coming. She came for about 18 months, and she finally came one time. And she said, Sen, I want to be a yoga faith instructor. So she just got her certification. She has more endorsements. She got an endorsement in trauma. She wants to work with young gals that have gone through some trauma. But I think once you've spent at least some time praying about it, thinking about it, seeking some wise counsel, I think the next thing I would do is then just don't wait too long. Because you can just overthink it to death, and then you can think, well, the pieces just need to all fall into place. And yet what I just saw repeatedly is God just made pieces fall into place exactly when they were supposed to. So just then take the first step.